In the heart of human history lies a legend as old as time itself, a story of a powerful civilization, said to be more advanced than any before it. A city of gold, of unimaginable wealth, and a society so sophisticated it seemed to defy the very laws of nature. But in the blink of an eye, it vanished, disappearing beneath the waves, leaving only whispers of its existence behind. This is the story of Atlantis, the lost city that still haunts our collective imagination. The first written account of Atlantis comes from the philosopher Plato, who, in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, introduced us to a story that would spark endless theories and debates for centuries. Plato described Atlantis as a vast island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, now known as the Strait of Gibraltar. According to his account, Atlantis was a thriving, advanced civilization that flourished 9,000 years before his time, a city-state of unparalleled wealth and technological achievement. Plato painted a picture of a city with incredible architecture. The capital city, he told us, was built on concentric rings of land and water, a stunning feat of engineering. In the center, a magnificent palace stood, surrounded by grand temples dedicated to the gods. The city was rich in precious metals, including rare orichalcum, or red gold alloy, even more valuable than gold. Atlantis was, in every sense, a utopia, a symbol of humanity's potential at its peak. But paradise was not meant to last. Plato's story takes a darker turn as he describes how the Atlanteans, once noble and virtuous, began to fall prey to corruption and greed. Their once pure society began to decay. They sought to expand their empire, even attempting to conquer neighboring lands, provoking the wrath of the gods. The gods, angry at their arrogance, sent a catastrophic series of natural disasters, earthquakes, floods, and fires. In a single day and night, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea, disappearing without a trace. According to Plato, Atlantis was lost to history forever, its remnants lying deep beneath the ocean. The story ends with the solemn reminder: the island of Atlantis was, in a single day and night of misfortune, swallowed by the sea and vanished into the depths. But did this ancient tale really describe a lost civilization, or was it just an allegory meant to illustrate the dangers of hubris and the corruption of power? While Plato's account has captivated the imagination for centuries, scholars are divided over whether Atlantis was a real place or merely a fable. Some believe that Atlantis was a fictional tale, invented by Plato to convey moral lessons. Others argue that the story could have been based on real events, perhaps inspired by a historical catastrophe. One of the most widely discussed theories links Atlantis to the island of Santorini, located in the Aegean Sea. Around 1600 BCE, the island was struck by a catastrophic volcanic eruption, which devastated the Minoan civilization. Some researchers suggest that the story of Atlantis could be based on this real-world disaster, with the eruption and the subsequent tsunami causing the island to sink into the sea. Another theory places Atlantis in the Atlantic Ocean, around the Azores, a group of islands located roughly 900 miles west of Portugal. Some believe that these islands could be remnants of an ancient, sunken landmass. Others suggest that the Azores could be a symbolic location. Plato might have placed Atlantis beyond the Pillars of Hercules to evoke a sense of the unknown and unreachable. But what if Atlantis is still out there, hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered? In recent decades, underwater exploration has uncovered several curious sites that some have linked to Atlantis. In the Caribbean, off the coast of the Bahamas, there are strange, seemingly man-made structures, including large stone formations resembling walls and roads. Could these be the remains of an ancient city? Or are they simply natural formations? In 2001, an underwater survey off the coast of Cuba revealed what some believe to be ancient pyramids and roads, buried deep under the ocean. The structures seem to show signs of human construction. But even with cutting-edge technology, no conclusive evidence has emerged to prove that these are the remains of Atlantis, or any ancient civilization, for that matter. The search for Atlantis has spanned centuries, with countless theories proposed. Some have linked the legend to ancient cultures such as the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, or the Maya, suggesting that their knowledge of the stars, mathematics, and engineering might have originated from a shared Atlantean heritage. Others claim that the city of Atlantis could have been a thriving seafaring empire that vanished long before recorded history. In recent years, the mystery of Atlantis has sparked renewed interest among scientists, archaeologists, and even deep-sea explorers. With advanced sonar imaging, drones, and other technologies, researchers continue to scan the ocean floor, looking for any trace of the legendary city. But despite the tantalizing possibilities, no one has been able to definitively locate Atlantis, or prove its existence. The theories are many, and the possibilities are endless. Could Atlantis have been located in Antarctica, which some argue was once a lush, temperate land before shifting continents and climate change? Could it have been a coastal city lost to the ages, swallowed by rising sea levels? Or was Atlantis simply a creation of the human mind, a metaphorical warning about the dangers of excessive pride and moral decay? In the end, the legend of Atlantis endures not because of the certainty of its existence, but because of the mystery it inspires. Whether real or imagined, Atlantis represents a lost world, a place of unimaginable wealth, knowledge, and power, and perhaps, a warning of what happens when we push too far, too fast. Perhaps Atlantis is more than just a lost city. Perhaps it symbolizes our search for something greater, our desire to uncover the secrets of the past, to find knowledge that could change the course of history. Perhaps the real treasure lies not in finding Atlantis, but in the quest itself. The mystery of Atlantis continues to captivate us. Whether it's buried under the ocean, lost in the sands of time, or merely a tale meant to teach us about our own human flaws, the legend remains one of the greatest mysteries in history. What do you think? Was Atlantis real, or just a myth? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of all time, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more content on history's greatest enigmas.